Welcome back to another Lefties 2 broadcast. Today we have another top 10. I've been doing this YouTube page for about 10 months, and I can't believe I have not thought of this idea yet. And the crazy thing is, I've seen a lot of questions asked on the Facebook pages. So let's get into it. Today we're going to be talking about top 10 leadoff batters. All right, so maybe because there's 77 players now, and every single one of them, if you so choose, could be your leadoff batter. So taking 77 batters and trying to come up with 10, maybe a little bit difficult. Maybe not. But again, this is my opinion. After you watch this and you see my top 10 leadoff batters, why don't you tell me who your leadoff batter is? Right? Who are your top 3? Up to you, right? Now again, we could go the straight up conventional method, but there might be some things in here that you might think, what the heck is he thinking about? So alright, let's get into it. And we have a whole long list of players. Everybody's available. And what do we think about first when we think about leadoff batters? Traditional baseball players, say your fastest, right? Your fastest person can handle a bunt, right? Can make contact, not going to strike out a lot, right? Look at the Philadelphia Phillies right now. Kyle Schwarber. That dude's batting less than 200, right? Hitting bombs, gets walks. So someone that needs to get on base, they need a high on base percentage. All right. So again, there's a lot of people we could think about, right? We got speed, they can steal some bases, right? What are we thinking about? All right, so this is my top 10. There'll be some people that we leave out. You'll be like, why did he leave this person out? Let me know. Give me your opinion. Here we go. My number 10 leadoff batter, Martina. Right? Martina, I have not used her that much, mainly because she's an infielder and she is left-handed. So in my philosophy, she would be probably better suited off as a first baseman. But, she could be pretty decent shortstop for fielding, throwing, if you're going to have her in your lineup. All right, so she's my top number 10 leadoff bats person. Okay, number 9. Again, I like to mix this up, right, a little bit. And for me, you're going to see a theme that if I can win a game, it was one pitch. Bottom of the ninth, one pitch. First pitch, home run, game over. You got to have a little bit of power. So number 9 would be my guy, King, right? This guy has pretty okay speed, 178 when he's fully maxed, right? But the contact and the power, the contact, 200. Power, 209, right? This guy, not a great thrower, about an average fielder. Who cares? You get him maxed out, or whatever level you're playing with, you put him in your leadoff spot, this guy's going to end games for you right away. Okay? So he's number 9. King. Number 10. And I almost don't even consider this guy. If I was going to do an outside looking in list, it might just put this guy here. But instead, I'm putting him in leadoff. Right? Fox, we know what he does. Right? His contact is 184. This is where a lot of people I see in the level 13s, they don't really have a high batting average with him. Right? His power is a little low, obviously. His contact is above average. He's just mainly getting on base because of his speed. It's a steal, obviously. So a lot of people have him as your number 2 spot, right? And then Ruth number 3 for that typical basic bitch lineup of, leadoff, Fox, Ruth. If you go 1, 2, 3, Fox is on second, Ruth's on first, double steal again, game over, right? But Fox here, number 8 for me in the leadoff spot. When I first played the game, that's kind of where he was. All right, this is another unconventional spot, right? But you got to think about the players' skill sets. Where do they benefit? And for number 7, we got Ricky. In the ninth inning, contact and speed plus 18. That means his contact is 221 and his speed is 208 in the beginning. So if you see that batting average, I use my common lineup, as you can see, pretty often when I go on a losing streak, which is not that often actually, but he's batting 605. He's batting in my 2-hole or my, leadoff spot typically. Depends on where he's at. But if I was going to lead him off and use him, and this is again for you guys that are just starting out, and you don't have a lot of catchers that are high level, and you need someone that can get hits, decent power, not great, but about average, this guy is your guy. So Ricky is number 7. All right. We're going back to that theme of if you want to win a game with one pitch, probably the best hitter in the game, in my opinion. Here we go, Gibson. I've seen him being used as that leadoff batter many times. Right? Many times. Contact 203, power 215. This guy, and his speed, 175. So again, he has average speed. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you're trying to win a game quick without playing too much, for those of you that are new at Baseball Clash, he's one of your first legendary cards. Right? Ryan, Annie, Roger, Gibson, he's in that realm. So if you're new and you're trying to win some early games, leadoff batter, Gibson, number 6. All right? Now we go to probably one of the more popular leadoff batters, and I always have a problem with her because a lot of singles up the middle. Traditional leadoff batter, high contact, high speed, right? She is going to get on base a lot, right? That contact is going to come in, bloop singles, doubles, right? She's my number 5 spot. Not used quite a bit anymore. She does have that kind of outfield quickness. Again, I'm putting her center field, even though her throwing is a little below average. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about where to put her in the lineup. She right here is my number 5 leadoff. All right, this guy here is probably the second person I see the second most in leadoff is our dude Harden. Right? Harden, again, good contact, good speed, even better power. Right? Better power, and his defense and throwing, even though he has that little fireball throwing bare hand thing, not always completely accurate, but again, him getting on base, making it happen, he's going to get it done. He get the job done for you. So he's my number 4. Number 3. This guy, when he came out, was a headache, right? A complete headache. But if you're going to have him in your lineup, here he is, Smith. After hitting the ball, sprints to first base, higher level speed, right? 608 batting average. This is before they nerfed the bunting. Everyone and their mother would have him, and he'd be bunting, and he's getting on, right? Even some players that's still amazing at bunting, this is the guy. He's number 3. All right? So again, for you rookies out there that are trying to look for a player to use that has good speed, like amazing speed and good power, here we go. Alexandra. Right? Alexandra power is 203. Going to hit bombs. Her speed, 193. Now, granted, when the bases are loaded, so I typically would use her maybe like 5th or 6th in my lineup, because that's typically where I get bases loaded. So, but if you want to end the game and get someone on quick, and if you play extras, right, if you're thinking you're going to play a lot of extra inning games, Alexandria is going to hit some bombs, and she's going to walk off the game for you a lot. You're going to get a lot of home runs. You don't even need the bases loaded. The extra power with bases loaded is great. 220, 233 power, amazing. But 203 power, already good enough, and her speed is already great. So if you hit a gapper, she's scoring, right? All right, so if you've played me enough in this game, you already know. You already know number 1. Spoiler alert is probably not a thing. But I stand by this guy, and here he is, right? Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. I've hit a lot of walk-off homers. His contact is straight trash, right? I don't know how, but you're using manual batting with him, 480 batting average On base percentage, I don't walk that much in general. 480. Right? Slugging, 927. I have about almost 700 home runs with this guy, and the vast majority of my home runs are him hitting the first pitch out of the park. Game over, 1 inning, get it done. So, again, when he's first, his speed is +6. 177 speed, not great. Who cares? But he's mainly in there for that defense, throwing and fielding, and that one just crack of the bat. So, what is your leadoff batter? Who do you think should be in your leadoff spot? You let me know, right? In the comments. All right, see you guys next time on Lefty Soup Broadcast.